What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 on the road to who I am. I'm just getting off work right now from a 10-hour shift. It was a little weird today, a little rough. They had me everywhere. I was scrambling everywhere, but we made it out, We made it out. Hands hurt a little bit from flaring, but we're all good. Yeah, man. Hope everybody's having a great day. I got a little mic because the last audio was kind of whack. Hopefully this one's a lot better. It's a little hot outside too, so I gotta have the AC on a little bit. So if you hear it in the background, try to mute it out. I can't do nothing about it. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna suffocate in here. Yeah, man. Hope everybody's Memorial Day weekend was nice. Mine was great. I got to go to the Dodger Stadium and watch my cousin Nate win the CIF's Division I, bring home the title for the first time in Carson High history. Carson Cole's baby. If you know, you know. Yeah, man, so proud of my cousin and his team for, doing what no one has done in our history, in our high school. So it's awesome, man. That high school's been around for a very long time. My parents went to that high school, and met there. So it's crazy to see my little cousin, win it all, and I got to witness it at the Dodger Stadium against Banning High. Yeah, if you know, Banning and Carson, that's like Dodgers Giants right there, times 12, we're right next door, so huge rivalry there. But it was cool to see, man. It was cool to see them come back in the last inning, too. Let me switch lanes real quick. Yeah, man, coming back in the last inning and seeing them win 3-1 and just, seeing those kids so happy, it was awesome to see. Yeah, and then got to celebrate my homie Jason's birthday. Shout out to Jason. That was cool. Got to meet some of his fam, and then on Sunday we went to Disneyland for the first time. Well, not me for the first time, but we got to take my son for the first time, Isaiah. That was awesome, man. He's not going to remember anything. He's only 5 months old, but, to see him, all happy, when he looks at things, it's just, it's all worth it right there, That's the memories that I get to remember with him and my wife. And we get everything on, record now, you get to record everything. They didn't have that when I was a kid, Well, they did, but it was, really hard to come by, so... but yeah, man, it's awesome, Got to see that, and yeah, it was cool. We got to only go on one ride though. We got there kind of late. We just got passes. I just bought Disneyland passes, so we can go whenever. I got the best ones, where it's free parking and everything. Me and my wife, and my son's free. So I'm not trying to brag, but I'm bragging, Disneyland pass holder, Watch out, homie. Disneyland pass holder full. We got money out here. Don't even try, vato. Don't even try, fool. I can't whistle for shit. I don't even know why I tried that. But, yeah, man. Yeah, we only got to go on Buzz Lightyear. And he liked it a lot. And I brought my son's headphones so it wasn't too loud for him. And it was cool, man. It was cool. He gets to, see that and do that. That's cool. He's going to be able to grow up on Disneyland, That's what's cool about living in LA. You get a lot of cool stuff, around you, it's expensive out here, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. This is home to me, the city and all that. I could go to Texas right now with my job and buy a beautiful home, but there ain't shit out there, man. There ain't shit out there, especially where my job is at. Because my job I could transfer to different locations. And Texas is, the biggest one, so it's a lot of aerospace out there. And, damn, man, there ain't nothing out there. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. We got LA, we got the best food. We got the best food, man, the best weather. We got beaches, you know. It's like, can't beat it, man. Can't beat it. You know, we're so diverse over here. It's not just one race, you know, it's like everything, you know. And I love that. I love that. And yeah, man, that's what's cool, you know. And my son gets to experience that. And yeah, man, Disneyland was cool. It was cool, man. It was fun. I grew up on Disneyland with my family, so it was cool to, you know, continue the cycle with my son. And then Monday, Memorial Day, man, we didn't do jack shit. We just, you know, celebrated, you know, the ones fallen. Thank you guys for your service. For any family members that passed away during serving, you know, my condolences and thank you, you know. Thank you to them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't, you know, be able to, you know, exercise, you know, my, you know, rights. You know, I wouldn't be able to even be free, you know. So it's thanks to them that we have the freedom we have, and we're able to, you know, not do whatever, but, you know, be able to live in this world where we're free. We're not dictated by somebody. So that's cool, man. And yeah, man, thank you for the people who are still serving now, you know, and yeah, thank you for everything. Yeah, I really respect military, man. I have a lot of friends that are in military, and yeah, I respect them so much as people, and, you know, as, you know, men. I don't know any women. Oh no, I do know women that serve too. So thank you. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, we didn't do nothing yesterday, and yeah, here I am today. You know, here I am today. It's a new day, you know. I've been talking with my wife recently about things that just been going on mentally for me since becoming a dad. You know, and it's been weird. Like, I've been noticing that, like, my life has been good, you know. Like, on paper, my life has been so good. You know, it sounds amazing, you know. It sounds great, like, when I'm talking, you know. But I've noticed that, like, no matter how much things I do, how many things I achieve, or whatever, it's like there's some like hole. There's like a hole in my heart that, like, I can't fill that up. Like, there's no joy. Like, it's like a certain type of depression where, like, I find myself depressed even though I have a smile on my face, and even though I'm trying to, like, you know, make everyone else happy and trying to, you know, do the best I can to, you know, better my life. I feel like I'm still stuck in this hole that I dug up, and it's weird. Like I'm depressed, and I don't know why. And I think it's because, you know, I haven't been, you know, haven't been reading the Word as much as I should, and that's one of the things that I want to work on in my life and just in my daily, you know. And I also want to work out, man. One of the best things to do for your body, you know, your body's your temple. You should want to work out, you know, and get that work in and feel good, you know. I find myself, like, kind of being depressed, you know, doing things around the house all the time. I feel like I'm reliving the same day. I guess Groundhog Day, you know. Like, I go to work, come back home, and then I take care of my son, and then do whatever I gotta do around the house when my wife gets home, and then sleep when my son sleeps at 8, and then redo it again. And then the weekend is when we get 2 free days. But, you know, I as a dad, when you become a dad, man, you want to just be there all the time. You don't want to go back to that 9 to 5, or fuck, I'm like 9 to 7 because I work 10 hours, but you don't want to go back to that. You want to be there with your wife and your son all the time. You know, that's how I feel. You know, like I love my wife. I can. There's people that don't like hanging out with their families, but I love to hang out with my wife and my son. That's just like, I love to do it, you know. Even though, you know, I haven't been showing up for myself lately in regards to, you know, going to the gym, reading my word, and, you know, doing hobbies that I want to do. It's just temporarily, you know. It's just, you know, it's becoming a dad, you know. It's becoming you're becoming selfless, you know. This is a different step in your life. And I'm talking about myself, you know, in third person, but it's a different, this is a different take on life where I have to, you know, I have to accept it and I have to live by it. And in order to be a good father, I have to show up for him and put him first right now. And that's okay. But I have to make sure that I show up for myself too, to show up for him. So that's why I'm doing these vlogs. It helps me a lot to talk about things. And, you know, I'm glad I'm doing it in the daytime because, as you can see, I had an energy drink and I'm fucking energized right now, homie. I wish a vato would come up to my window, dude. I'll fucking say, "What's up, homie? What's up? Let's scrap, fool. Don't even trip, bang." I don't even know why I'm doing that. I'm in fucking Gardena right now. But, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, show up for my family, and so far it's been great, man. I love having a partner where, you know, she notices that I'm doing good, you know, and I need to stop like trying to like look for validation either, because I know I'm a good father, and I don't know why I like look for validation. I feel like that's not a good. That's part of my depression too. I feel like like when I'm depressed, sometimes I find myself looking for validation all the time. Maybe because I didn't get it a lot when I was younger, but like I'm like, oh yeah, you're glad I did the dishes, or yeah, you glad, did you see I threw out the trash? Like, man, that you should be doing that, fo. Like in my head, like that's what I should be doing. I'm like, bro, like that's, you know, I should be doing those things, and I shouldn't look for. You know, it is good to be like, hey, babe, I noticed you did that good job, but, like, at the same time, it's like I shouldn't have to look for validation like that all the time, and I'll work on it, you know. Sorry, babe. But, yeah, man, other than that, what I'm trying to say here is that, you know, if you keep only trying to fill that void where you're depressed and, you know, things are looking good on paper, but in reality, you know, in the inside, you're just holding all this pain and all this, and you're like suffering, you know, like, and no one knows you're suffering because it looks like you're doing good, but you're really not. Talk to someone, man. Pray about it. If you're not, you know, into religion, or you don't have a relationship with Jesus, you know, I highly recommend, you know, just talk to him, you know, and pray to him, and he'll reveal himself to you, man, if you really are vulnerable and you really accept him in your heart, you know, and as your Lord and Savior. You know, I even struggle with this as a believer, you know, because we're human and we fall short sometimes. We're bound to sin, and I try to live in the way that Jesus lived on earth when he was here, but I fall short a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, I fall short a lot every day. I fall short every day. Sometimes I think something negative about somebody, and I'm like, man, that ain't right, you know. And but it's our job to, you know, try to, you know, fill that void with prayer, and fill that void with you know, talking to someone, and showing love to one another, and you know, being selfless, you know, these types of things, and help us, you know, on our daily, because no one's gonna do it for you, you know. No one's gonna fill that void for you, because one, they might not even know, or two, you have to. It's up to you, man. It's up to you. This is your life. Do you want to live it in regret? Live it in regret and not do what you want to do, or do what you love to do, and just, you know, sit there and, you know, be depressed and not let anyone know how you really feel, because I know how I really feel. You know, like I was talking to my coworker Sam today about like how I feel like I'm not where I want to be, and that this job is draining me, and I probably feel like that because, one, I'm sleep deprived. You know, I don't get to do everything that I used to do, like in regards to going to the gym or just going out to have a beer with some friends or going on a date with my wife. And it's little things like that, you know, or just sleeping, you know, just coming home to take a nap after work. Like, I don't even go straight home. I have to go and pick up my son when my wife goes in to work, because she's hybrid, so she'll work from home and then she goes to work. So, but the day she goes to work, which is today, I gotta go pick up my son from my mom's, and then yeah, it takes just longer to do that and then go home, and then I don't get home till like 5, and then I only have like 3 hours to do whatever, and then I gotta be asleep if I want to get a good night's rest, because he wakes me up at like, Isaiah wakes me up at like, what, 11, 12-ish, and then he wakes me up again at 3, so either me or my wife get up to feed him. So yeah, man, it's just the life, but it gets better, man. It's such a blessing to be a father, because it teaches me patience, you know, and I wouldn't be doing this vlog if it wasn't for my son, to be honest, because I have to find hobbies for myself and show up for myself mentally and physically. I am working on it. I do a lot of my job. I walk a lot, so that's a plus. And then I got my Disneyland passes, so that's cardio all day. Me and my wife walked like 7 miles, I think it was, like in just that matter of time. And we showed up a little late too. We got there at like 3-ish, so you know, it's good. It's good. But yeah, man. Yeah, if you're feeling that type of way, you know, reach out to somebody. Reach out to me. I want to start a chat in regards to prayer. I want to pray for people, you know. I want people to pray for me, you know. Prayer is so powerful. You know, prayer is so powerful. I want to pray for my addictions, you know. I've been watching, you know, pornography recently again, and I hadn't watched pornography for a while. I was good, you know, like, but you know, I fall short, you know. We all do, and pornography is one of those things that it's really hard to avoid, because social media, you know, there's so many women just shaking their asses and just freaking showing everything, you know, and you're like, oh, that looks nice, let me go, you know, and then boom, you're on Pornhub.com, and then bam, and it's like, damn, bro, you know, they get you, you know. But I'm trying to stay away from that, you know. I'm trying to stay away, and I'm trying to better myself as a man, you know, and show up. Like, I don't need that, because after every time, you know, you're done with what you got to do, you start feeling all like shit, you know. I know that's me. I feel terrible after. I'm like, ugh, but pray for me on that, guys. Pray for me. You know, I'm not perfect. I'll say it again and again and again. I'm not perfect. And yeah, that's one of the things I've been lacking, you know, my anger. You know, there's times where I fall short, and I lash, you know, and verbally, you know, talk shit to like my wife for little things, you know, and I need to work on that too, you know, because, you know, there's sometimes my wife ticks me off, you know, and you know, we have arguments, you know, but there's times where I go a little too overboard and I need to chill out. If you guys could pray for me on that, that would be great too, you know. But yeah, reach out to me. I want to start like a chat or something in regards to prayer, and a community where we can all talk and, you know, just be ourselves, you know, and you know, show love to one another, because, you know, like, why can't we, you know? Why can't we? Why not? Why can't we show up for one another? That's the whole thing about it, you know. Yeah. I see so many entrepreneurs that talk about, you know, they always talk about, like, they're like, how did you get so successful, or how did you make it this far? Like, how did you revenue so much money, you know, throughout this period of time? And they always say, you know, choose the right people you hang around with, you know, and, you know, surround yourself with people that love you and work hard and put God first. A lot of people say that, man. A lot of people, because it's true. It's true. These people are successful and these people thrive because, you know, they never give up and they dream big. My pastor always says, dream big. You know, a dream is never too big for God. A dream is never too big for God. Shout out to Pastor Ruben for that, because that's a big one, man. I am a big dreamer, but I always give up on my dream. And I right now, dude, this vlog, I'm excited for it because I don't want to give up this dream of you know, talking to people, because I suffer from anxiety, and I feel like this helps a lot because I don't want to say that. I don't want to say I suffer from anxiety. I just, like, it's temporarily right now. Anxiety, you know, it comes and goes, but I don't suffer from it. Like, God's going to take care of it, you know, because He's put this vlog and stuff on my heart to, you know, talk to people and reach out. And hopefully, you know, whoever's going through the same thing as me, you know, I hope that this, you know, helps you guys. And I've seen some people already comment like, oh, thank you, you know, like I've seen some people reach out already saying on the first episode and stuff, like, awesome, like, thank you, you know, for, like, saying that. And it's just like one person, you know, that's awesome, you know, like somebody, even if they don't like or comment, you know, maybe somebody saw it and they got that message, you know. That's all what it's all about. This isn't about, you know, me, you know, getting famous and stuff and doing all that crap, you know. I'm already good, you know. God has already blessed me so much. I used to pray about where I'm at right now. Like, I used to pray to be where I'm at right now. That's what I meant. Yeah, and you know, God has answered so many of my prayers already. And if I stop praying and I stop dreaming big, then I'm limiting God's expectations for my life, you know. I don't know if you guys seen that video of there's like a garbage man, and someone's interviewing him, and he's all like, do you believe in God? He's like, oh yeah, I sure do, you know, I'm a Christian, you know, I believe in God, Jesus is my Lord and Savior. And he's like, if you saw Jesus face to face right now, what do you think he would say to you? And he goes, what's up, you big dummy? Don't you know I had so much planned for you? Like, I had such big plans for you, and you fumbled, you know? He's all like, and I think about that all the time because I can't even imagine where I would be if I didn't give up on a lot of things or followed God's purpose of my life beforehand, like where I would be. But God knows where I need to be right now. And starting today, I want people to keep me accountable of this because I don't want to give up on this. You know, I'm not going to give up on this. I want to see where God can take me, where God can move me to help others, you know, in regards to anything, you know, their anxiety, you know, their depression, because I'm going through this road too. It's not just you, it's me too, you know, like, don't feel like you're alone on this, because I'm going through it just as much. But I want us to grow, you know, as a community. You know, this is the road to who I am, the road to who we are, guys. And yeah, man, yeah, let's get it done, guys. I am gonna set that up though. I really hope that people will want to do it, you know, because I'm going to try to do it. And yeah, I'll pray for you guys, man. Don't worry, man. I'm always on my phone. I try not to be, you know. I should limit that. But, you know, as I'm doing this now, I might be on my phone actually more, you know. But, yeah, it's so good to show up for one another, man. Yeah, fill that void, man. Anytime you're feeling depressed or anything, do something that makes you happy, like go for a walk, you know, go on that jog, or, you know, open that Bible and start reading the Word, you know, let God fill you up, you know, let the Holy Spirit move through you guys, you know. I don't know, call someone, tell them you love them, you know, that you're thinking about them, or hit up that friend that you haven't hit up in a while. See how he's doing, you know. See if they want to, you know, grab a beer or like hang out, you know, or, you know, do something, you know. Just, you guys can do it, you know. It starts with us. No one's really going to come save you, you know. Like, God's got the door wide open, you know. You just got to open the door, you know. Or God's got the door unlocked, you just got to open the door, you know, to see what he has in store for you. That's what God put on my heart today, you know, nothing, it just came to mind, you know. But yeah, man, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to, you know, like, subscribe, follow, you know. I'm going to have this on, you know, YouTube, the full video. I'll put some little shorts on, like, you know, like, or little reels on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. But yeah, man, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. That's where I'm going to be posting all my videos. So if you guys want to, you know, keep, you know, following up on me, you know, yeah, just subscribe. And, you know, I hope you guys like it. You know, this is all, I'm just a normal dude, you know. I'm just a normal guy, man. Just a normal guy, just trying to, you know, get to the road to who I am. And this is the second episode, and we're just, you know, we're seeing where God's gonna take it. Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.